Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with some exciting news. DRF Formulator, the gold standard in past performance information, is now free, exclusively on DRF Bets. Join DRF Bets with the promo code WINNING, get a $250 first deposit match bonus, a $10 free bet, and free Formulator already uploaded to your account. Access Formulator's premium features, including sortable trainer stats, race replays, personalized trip notes, and lots more. Free Formulator, exclusively on DRF Bets. Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the co-feature on a Friday stakes-laden card at Turf Paradise is race number 7. It's the Phoenix Gold Cup. We're going 6 furlongs. It seems every year this is a very fast pace with some quick sprinters. This year looks like no exception. Let's take a look at this field. Morning line favorite is a hard-hitting veteran. That's the number 8, Law-Abiding Citizen. He's a graded stakes winner on turf, a graded stakes winner on dirt, and he's been managed beautifully by trainer Mark Glatt.
Yeah, he's just a really, really nice horse. Probably even a little underrated, Dan. This is a good spot for him. It does, kind of feel like he's the best horse in the race. Whether that, means he winds up winning or not, I guess we'll find out. You're right that, this race usually provides a really fast pace. I think that could be the case again this year. I just wonder how much quality is in this field.
Well, let's throw up the Timeform US Pace Projector because they do have this race coming up a red bar situation. Law-Abiding Citizen, we know he's fast. And he's, boy, the Arizona bred. This horse is one-way speed. He's likely to go to the front. Darn Quick also has speed. But I understand what you're saying. It's not like Law-Abiding Citizen is a speedball that just needs the lead. If he wants to let this two-horse go, he might be sitting in a great spot.
Yeah, that would be a good trip for him. He's definitely fast enough to make the lead if they want it. If you're unsure about that, just go back and look at his Bing Crosby from 2 summers ago, the grade 1 there at Del Mar. He went a wicked pace that day and actually took a really tough beat at the end. If they want the lead, they could have it. He doesn't necessarily need it to be effective, though.
Stakes debut for the number 1 Arham. I know you're very familiar with him from his days in New York when he was trained by Todd Pletcher, and he was just merely okay. He came out to Southern California. He's now under the tutelage of Vladimir Serin. Blinkers have come on. He's won his last 2 races. Let's watch his last start. Now winners at 2 over then, and he was able to get to the outside here, and it looks like he was being scrubbed on the turn, and he doesn't really get into gear until very late in the game. You look at this pedigree. You look at the way he runs, you might wonder if 6 furlongs is even his best distance. It looks like he might want a little bit longer, but this field came back okay. The third place horse came back to win at this level with a 101 buyer before running a well-beaten third in the grade 2 San Carlos. Can he keep up with fast fractions?
Yeah, I don't know if he can. I think if they go really fast, he probably can't. But he's not going to be, totally outrun either. I don't really know what to do with him, Dan. I wasn't a huge fan of his when he was in New York with Pletcher. That being said, it's pretty obvious after his first 2 starts when they got him up to New York out of Florida, they just tried to make him a distance horse. I just don't feel like he ever improved as the distances got longer. So maybe, in fact, Vlad Serin's got the right idea here. Try to make this horse a sprinter and see if that works out. He's 2 for 2 for this trainer. I'm not blown away by either of his wins. I don't think he's improved all that much since these guys have taken over, but he's certainly a player in this race.
And he's, boy, the Arizona bred, 12 of 15 in the exacta, 7 lifetime victories, including this score. And they found a great spot for him last time out, dropping into state-bred competition. It was only a 4-horse field. He was the loose speed as the big favorite, and he wins by a length with a 74 buyer. As usual, he went fast early, gets a little bit tired late, but this was also 6.5.
It was 6.5 might be pushing the limits of this horse a little bit. Listen, he's got a lot of early speed. This is obviously just a way tougher race for him, especially if he's going to have a horse like Law-Abiding Citizen, sort of sitting up on his outside there. He's just going to have to run probably the race of his life, Dan, if he's going to wire this field.
Mr. Patience, the number 3, was 4th in this race last year, and the connections are going to try to use a similar pattern, entering the Phoenix Gold Cup off a victory in an optional claiming race. Let's watch the race on February the 17th for Mr. Patience, a horse that has tactical speed and could benefit if it's quick up front. We see him pass horses. The pace was fast. It's set up for him, and he had some work to do, but he got it done late.
Yeah, he's very game to win this race. Maybe a little bit of an assist here from the horse on the lead. He's not really finishing, but he's going to get the job done in this race. Listen, I feel like he's going to fall into a pretty good trip in here. I don't see the race that he's run yet that is going to make him come out on top in this field. I also think it's worth pointing out that he's won 5 times. 4 of his 5 career wins either 4.5 or 5.5 furlongs. So, it's not like even 6 is a great distance for this horse.
Minister of Seoul won this race in 2019, and he hit the board in the Phoenix Gold Cup in both 2020 and 2021. And it appears that this 8-year-old's coming into this race very sharp. Let's watch his optional claiming prep at Turf Paradise on January 19th. His 13th lifetime win. He utilized his tactical speed to sit off the pace. He went after the leader on the turn. Does it concern you that he didn't change leads in the stretch?
No, I'm not worried about that. He won this race, very easily at the end. That's Annie's boy that he's sort of leaving in the dust in this race too. He kept right up close in here because he had to do that if he was going to be effective. So he did it. But if they go faster in here, he's going to be fine with that too. I think he can just sort of sit and make one run. I just felt like he's in good form right now. He's a very dangerous horse in here.
A horse that might be part of the pace picture is the 5 Tap to the Max. This horse has won his last 3 starts, and he was basically pressing the pace in all of those races, including the race on January 25th that we're going to show you right now. He makes it 6 for 16 lifetime, and he never gave this field a chance. He blew them away on the front end.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be able to do that in here, but I guess they'll probably try those tactics once again. As you mentioned, 3 in a row now. For these connections, one of those a 12-5 claimer. Dan, he's a very cheap horse, and he doesn't have that fast race that you could point to say that he's going to stack up well against this field.
The 6 Race Home and the 7 Darn Quick come out of the same race, an allowance at Turf Paradise in early March, only a week ago. Race Home finished behind Darn Quick, but I wonder if I would rather have Race Home maybe in their rematch. He won 4 in a row last year. His race against Darn Quick was his first start off with a layoff, and he's going to get some pace to run at. He's not great from the gate, but that might actually work to his advantage here.
Yeah, I would rather have this horse too. He was off the layoff last time and just sort of grinding away a little too late in there, couldn't get up. But I thought all in all he ran fine. I mean, he is another horse, I guess he had, some potential. If you go back to early last year, you could maybe argue he never really delivered on it. But there were a few faster races down there and races where he set off the pace and made a run. All those things are positives.
Darn Quick had the recency advantage over Race Home when they met, and he was part of the pace early. He battled it out. He was very game to win, going 6.5 furlongs. This is 6. He has rated from off the pace a little bit in the past, but personally, I think he's better when he gets to the lead, and I'm not thinking he's getting to the lead here.
Yeah, I don't know if he is either. And listen, he's obviously an okay dirt horse. There are some races on the main track, the dirt main track, that are okay. I wonder if he's not even better as a synthetic horse, Dan. He's got all of his fast figures are on different surfaces, it feels like. We'll see. It's not like he ran against Law Abiding Citizen in that Oak Tree Sprint last summer, Dan. It's not like he was embarrassed by that horse.
The horse they're only going to have to beat is Law Abiding Citizen, the number 8. Let's watch his last race, his final start of 2021. They put a nice spot for him, an allowance race at Los Alamitos, and they all have a chance, it seems, turning into the stretch. Law Abiding Citizen set a pretty rated pace by his standards, and he's going to be very game to win. Now, I'm not sure what he beat. It was only a 4-horse field, but it just seems like he shows up each and every time.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. This isn't the most impressive win in the world, but it also came at a time, Dan, where it almost just sort of felt like they were just trying to get one more race in. After the Bing Crosby last year, where it was beaten less than a length in that grade 1 against a really good field, just felt like they had trouble getting into the races after that. They got that allowance win into them there, maybe just as a stepping stone to get 2022 off to a good start here. And maybe they'll be able to do it. They found a great spot for him because it just feels like he's the best horse in the race.
Tiger Dad, the number 9. You're getting a Robertino Deodora horse at a price. He's 8-1 on the morning line, and Deodora's clicking 30% at this meet. This horse has also run well going turf to dirt in the past, including the race we'll show you. His most recent dirt start, 3 back, a stake going a mile, where he showed good speed in that race, did Tiger Dad. He battled it out for a brief second to look like he was in trouble, but he was resurgent to win. He does like dirt. The question is, he's cutting back significantly now off of 4 route races, and he's not going to make the lead in here.
I know. I actually like him cutting back. Actually, I realized that his last 4 starts are all, going longer around 2 turns, and he's run well in all of them. I still think he's probably better sprinting, Dan. A stakes winner off the claim for Deodora. The last 2 races are on turf. I'm not going to be too hard on him for those. I think cutting back is probably a good thing for this horse.
Bedrock, the number 10, completes the field. He just won a stakes race at Relito Park last time out on February the 26th. He made a mid-race move. He was able to score. Something tells me this is a tougher spot.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if he can make that same kind of mid-race move here and keep going against this field, but I guess we'll see.
This is really a fun race. It is every single year. Let's take a look at our top picks for the Phoenix Gold Cup. Mike, you're going with Law Abiding Citizen. He's just way the horse to beat from a class perspective, and he figures to be on the lead perhaps when they turn for home.
That's what I thought, Dan. I just feel like this is a great spot for him. I think if he shows up and runs his race, he's probably going to win. Your horse, Arham, he was kind of the other horse for me. I just didn't like him enough to put him on top.
Aram, for me, I'm very concerned about the pace because he does look like a grinding type and it takes him a while to get going. And if they outrun him early, I don't see him making up 15 lengths on a horse like Law Abiding Citizen. So it's imperative for him to stay close to the pace. But he's in good form and I still think he has a little bit of upside. 8149 for Mike, 1489 for me. It is the Phoenix Gold Cup. Nice card at Turf Paradise on Friday. Play it with your DRF Bets account.